Hi, folks. We are coming across more and more advisors of late using Canva and or Calendly, and we started to use them both internally. And there's quite a few neat ways in which you can integrate what they're doing with what we do over this side of the fence. So I just wanted to put a little video together to explore what that looks like. In summary, Canva and Calendly are both free. They don't cost a penny. Calendly is like a dynamic calendar that it kind of integrates with the likes of Teams and Outlook, so your clients can access this dynamic diary, find a date and time you're free, and it automatically sets up a meeting, sends them a Teams invite if you're using Teams, and then puts that into your diary. So when it comes to scheduling meetings with your clients, it does all the heavy lifting for you. As I said, we use that internally because we constantly book meetings with our clients, and it's saved us an enormous amount of time. And we're finding more and more advisors doing that as well. Canva probably does it a disservice to say it's a report writing tool. It does a vast amount of things, but one of the things it does do very well is it allows you to produce beautifully kind of crafted reports, either using templates that are set up already, or you can build your own. But it allows you to design reports really very much around your brand and your color scheme, etc. And then allows you to deliver those reports in a number of different ways, a PDF, a link, etc. So the way you can share the stuff you're doing over there with your clients, particularly if they're using the CashCalc portal, is via the links feature. It's pretty simple. If I'm in my CashCalc account, if I wanted to set up a link for all my clients using the portal, so I don't want to set up links for every single one, particularly Calendly. I want every one of my clients to be able to access that. I can go to the settings tab at the top here, just click on client links on the left, and I can set them up in here. I've already done that with my calendar, so I won't do that again today, but you can just click on create a link, link description, calendar link, the URL. You just log into your Calendly account and it'll give you the link to share, paste it in there, and then message to the client. And as you can see behind, select the link to organize a meeting with your advisor. That's my description, and click on create link. And now from the client side, when they log into the portal at any given time, they can just book a meeting with you via that link. I'll show you that in a second. If I wanted to create a link specifically for a client, that's probably more likely with Canva. I've just created a really nice client report for that specific client in Canva. I now want to share that with them. Again, I could PDF it and send it to them via email, or it gives me a little URL link in Canva. I can go back to my clients. Let's say I've just done this for Keith Baker. I can open up my client, Keith Baker. There's all my options at the top, including links. I've already got my calendar link in there, but I can click on create new link. This is a bespoke one for Keith. Link description, annual review report, the URL that Canva gave me, and then a nice little message for that client, and then create. So that's a bespoke one. Now, whether you're doing it en masse or bespoke, when your client logs into that portal, they're going to have those links ready and available, and it looks quite nice. So if I now take off my pretend advisor hat and put on my pretend client hat, if I now log into the portal, so I'm Keith Baker. I can do this via my phone, via the CashCalc app, or I can just get on my laptop or desktop, go to the my portal address, and then type in my details and log in. As if by magic, I've got my fact find, my AML checks, if the advisor wants them to appear. And underneath that, I've got the links. So straight away, I've got three. I've got my calendar link, my annual review, and we're starting to talk to more and more mortgage advisors now who are using CashCalc for mortgage proposals. So we put one together recently, which I'll come on to that in a minute. But if you have just submitted a link and they haven't opened it yet, that's why it's highlighted in blue. So it's kind of indicating to the client they've not read this one yet. When I click on that, we'll go back to the way this looks. But if I'm my client and I want to book a meeting with you, rather than kind of that old traditional way of having to pick up the phone or send you an email and then spend each of us spending maybe a day trying to get hold of the other one another to try and book a meeting in, all I need to do is access my portal, click on calendar link, and it takes me directly to that advisor's calendar. And I can go and find a day my advisor's free, click on a particular date, click on a particular time, and then confirm it. And as I said, behind the scenes, that's going to add that meeting into our diaries, and it's going to ping us both confirmations without the advisor or me having to lift a finger. So that's pretty neat. And again, that doesn't cost a penny. Sign up with Calendly. You can have that integrated into CashCalc, and equally with Canva. So I've got a yearly report set up, and this yearly report will be the most recent one. So when I'm the client and click on this, it will always take me to the most recent report. Now, this is the 2023 one. When I update it next year to 2024, that link will take them to the 2024 report. But this is something we've been playing around with for a while now. It's in HTML, so it looks nicer than a PDF because you can kind of program it to do this sort of stuff, kind of fade away and come back again, bespoke writing. And as you can see, I've started to take bits of information that I've got from analytics and CashCalc and basically copy and paste them into the report. So that's the contents, there's the valuation. So I've got my valuations for my back office, perhaps. I've just popped them in there. Now I've got a page showing me the performance of my client's pension strategy. Again, that's from analytics, that asset allocation from analytics, that data from analytics, the charge from analytics, just packaged up in a slightly different way. I've got exactly the same for their stocks and shares. Then I've got a little page showing the cash flow. Again, copy paste job from CashCalc. That's to retirement. That's now at retirement. Then I've created a page that does risk profile. So again, whether you do a 1 to 5 or 1 to 7 or 1 to 10, doesn't matter. Design a page around what you want to see. Then I've got charges. So again, that's using the reduction in yield tool in analytics or CashCalc. Grab the information and embedded it onto that page with some nice little bespoke writing around it. And then a final page, keeping in touch. But as I said, if you set the report up in Canva in a way that it makes it quite easy to change, I would imagine changing that maybe for a different client or next year would probably take 10 to 15 minutes just to work your way through that report and pop in the correct details. So not as automated as a fully fledged report on analytics side, CashCalc side, or back office side, but you could argue maybe slightly nicer, or at least slightly more designed and tailored around the look and feel that you're looking for. And you can even add little QR codes as well, so my client can take their phone out and it will take them back to the portal, or maybe your website, whatever page you want to take them to. And the other one I've been playing around with recently is a mortgage proposal. So as I said, we've been talking to more and more advisors recently on the mortgage side and insurance side as well, and they want to create a nice report that puts together a proposal using the data they're created in CashCalc. Now, CashCalc doesn't have a specific mortgage review proposal report. That's not been developed by us. That might come in time if more and more mortgage advisors request it. But equally, you can design something. I've designed this in about 10 minutes in Canva, and now I just simply ultimately copy and paste the data across. And for the client, they can go across, look at their proposal. And this example is someone that's at the moment has got particular objectives and goals in mind. They're just about to come off their fixed rate. They're slightly concerned that the fixed rate's going to go up and that's going to be well above what they can afford. So what you can use CashCalc for is to show them, well, look, this is your current position. At the moment, that's your expense line, the black line, and there's your monthly salary or monthly income. And at the moment, you're fairly comfortable, £141 surplus. However, if when you come off that fixed rate and it goes up, then there's going to be a deficit each month of about £708, which is slightly concerning. And if you let that accrue each month, again, taken straight from CashCalc, see how much that adds up to an accumulative effect. By the time you retire, 164,000, etc. And then the kind of the proposal or the solution is to, whatever the solution is, whether it's to increase the mortgage term, which is what I'm suggesting here, or maybe look at different products like interest only. But suddenly by choosing that different product, suddenly I've managed to bring that black line down to where your income is. And okay, there's not a healthy surplus anymore, but at least it's affordable. And then I messed around with like a little team page as well. So this is all available for free in Canva and Calendly, but once you've done that, using the links page in CashCalc allows you to kind of bind them into what you're doing over here and allowing you to deliver that to the client via the client portal as a link. Hopefully that's useful. As ever, any questions, whether it's analytics, CashCalc, or any other services we offer, contact the help desk. Hope you found that useful.